Welcome to Sweet Soul Pilates. Please remember to engage your core, protect your spine, breathe, and be sweet to you. Today we have day 3 of our mat Pilates plan focused on our core, and we're doing some express core today. We'll come back into a child's pose as we open up today's class. And then let's roll ourselves up, and then we'll lean back, pressing onto our hands and forearms. And then we'll roll back over for a quick child's pose stretch. And we'll roll back up, hopping into position for some cat-cows. Our timer begins now. This is your early reminder already to breathe, inhaling to reset, exhaling to perform each move. And now let's swing ourselves around to a seated position with our legs slightly bent. We'll bring our arms out in front of us and lean back slightly towards our mat. And then we're going to lift up, bringing our arms overhead and lean back down towards the mat to repeat that lift up. Be sure to roll your pelvis under to protect your spine, kind of creating a C-shaped curve with your back as you lean back down. And let's go ahead and lay completely flat, keeping our legs slightly bent. We'll bring our hands behind our head, and we're going to alternate bringing our elbow to our knee. So coming up to meet our elbow with our opposite knee, switching sides. Slow and controlled here, allowing your breath to flow freely. And now we'll bring our legs up to tabletop, hands still behind our head, shoulders slightly lifted off the mat, and we're going to take some alternating elbow to knee, but this time extending that opposite leg each time we come up, bringing our elbow to our knee. So again, we're alternating sides, slow and controlled, slightly bringing those shoulders off the mat, not our entire back and waist. And let's hug our knees in and bring our legs back down, arms overhead. This is a little bit of a combo move. We're going to lift just our upper body as our arms come down. And then we're going to lift our left knee towards our chest as we lift up, and our right knee as we lift up. So then again, we're only lifting our upper body, legs are flat. And then we'll do our left knee and our right. Let's keep this sequence up. And on the very last one, we're going to bring both of our knees towards our chest. And back down. And now let's return our legs to tabletop. Hands behind our head. We're going to extend one leg out, keeping one in tabletop, and then lift that leg that's extended. At any time, go ahead and drop the knee and the leg that was in tabletop. But we'll lift it again to see how that feels as we're still lifting that extended leg. And let's bring our legs back down for a moment. We will be switching sides. So again, hands still behind our head. One of those legs comes up in tabletop and the other is extended. So you should have switched sides here. At any point in time, bring that leg in tabletop down to the mat. But again, let's keep it lifted just to see how this feels as we're lifting and raising that opposite leg that's extended. And now let's hug our knees in, bringing both of our legs up towards the sky, hands behind our head. And we're going to open our legs into a V, close them, and then drop our legs down halfway towards the mat, lift back up, opening to a V, and repeat. So a halfway drop, lifting back up, opening to V, close, and continue. Feel free to take a soft bend in the knees if you need to. And now let's hug our knees in as we roll ourselves up. We'll swing around to our hands and knees, coming down onto our forearms first, and then extending one leg at a time for a full plank. Please be sure to engage your core here. As always, just imagine you're pulling your belly up towards your spine. You are still breathing. Again, engaging your core. Seeing how long you can hold it here. Beautiful job. Go ahead and lay flat. And then let's press up, coming into child's pose for a moment. And then we'll come back onto our hands and knees, extending our right leg. And we're just going to pull our knee towards our chest, back to extension, and repeat. Nice and controlled here. This move is simple, but it is powerful as well. So you're really working that lower belly and a little bit of your glutes as well. And in a moment here, we'll switch sides. Extending our left leg to do the same. So we're pulling our left knee in towards our chest, back to extension, and repeat. Again, lots of control here, and you are breathing. And now let's come down onto our left forearm, extending our right leg. We're going to lift it up and then pull our right knee towards our right elbow, back to extension, and repeat. And then, if you guessed it, we will switch sides, coming down onto our right forearm, extending our left leg to do the same. So we're lifting and bringing that knee towards our left elbow, back to extension, and repeat. And now we're going to come down onto our forearms. Slight bend in the legs. We will be on our knees taking a half plank. And in a moment, we'll come up onto our toes for a full plank. And then let's see if we can alternate tapping one knee down to the mat at a time as we stay in this full plank position, engaging our core, allowing our breath to flow freely. And lay flat, pressing yourselves up into a cobra stretch as you come up and back into a child's pose. And now we'll come to a seated position. As we prepare to close out today's class, we'll raise our arms overhead 4 times as we take some nice deep breaths. Again, raising those arms overhead. 2 more times. And then let's bring our arms back up, interlocking our fingers, and we're going to lean from one side with a little pulse and over to the opposite side with a little pulse. We'll drop our arms to give ourselves a hug, crossing one arm over the other, and we'll switch sides. Beautiful job today, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye.